so much for watching. If this is your first time hearing my voice, welcome. My name is Sabrina, I am 19 years old, and I'm an animation and illustration student at the moment. If you enjoy what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe and join our little art family. I do post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my art videos. In addition, I will have links both on the screen and down below to all of my social media sites, as well as my Etsy store. This print in particular is actually available right now in my Etsy, so go check it out if you like it. Okay, so Teen Titans has always been one of my favorite television shows growing up. I'm 19 right now, and I just absolutely have loved the show ever since I was in middle school. So I had the biggest urge to just delve into a small, this isn't that big, but into a small piece depicting one of my favorite characters, which is Robin. So I started this piece by sketching on a separate piece of computer paper, one that wasn't too fancy, that way I know that if I had messed up on it, I wouldn't feel too attached to it. And then I used graphite paper to actually transfer it to the watercolor paper that I'm using here. So for reference, I used the Canson XL watercolor paper 9x12 Coldpress. I just got a stack of it from Walmart a while ago and decided to use it now. And then after transferring the original sketch, I went over the line work with a 0.5 and a 0.3 black Micron pen, as well as some Copic fine liners. I can't remember which, but yeah. So I did find that when I attempted to erase the graphite actually from the watercolor paper, it didn't remove itself, but luckily the colored pencils and the paint ended up covering all my goofy lines. I then used Windsor and Newtown watercolors to make the base layer of pigment. I only used 3 colors. I used red, yellow, and blue. I can't remember which reds and yellows and blues I actually used, but I just used those 3 to keep everything pretty uniform. And I must say, as a huge fan of watercolor as a medium, I am absolutely god-awful at it. As you see when the watercolor ends, I actually just end up going over everything in colored pencil anyway, because it turned out like crap. But overall, as a composition, I enjoyed posing him, and I'm not one to work with a lot of different dynamic poses, but this one was probably one of my most ambitious out of everything I've done so far. But yeah, I think I have to work on drawing arms and hands, I think the most. Yeah, we're gonna forget that he has a little arm thing growing out of his belly button. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say, so if you guys want a little update on my life, the reason why this video is actually being posted late, my first video and it's late, for the past couple days I have been going through a whole bunch of interviews with, I'm not going to say where, but it is a new job that I'm going to be working at. It's not art related, it's actually a bookstore near me. And I wanted this job. I applied for it originally 2 or 3 months ago, and then they filled the position right away. Like, they weren't even able to look at my application, but then they had people quit, and so they reviewed my application. They were like, hey, come in, interview time. So I went in, I met with people over the last couple weeks, and as I'm filming this right now, it is Friday, and I officially have been hired for the bookseller position at the store. Yeah, so over the weekend, they're gonna take all my information and whatnot that I gave them in the interview, and I will be getting my employee number and start working on Monday. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. I've only had a couple jobs in the past. They've been good jobs. I work as a camp counselor over the summer for 6 months, so for the past 6 years I've been doing that, so that takes up the whole summer. And then I'm a full-time art student, so finding a job that worked with that was pretty crucial. So I used to work at a market in my hometown, so the car drive was literally like 2 minutes away, so I used to work there. And then I quit that because of reasons, and then I worked at Park and Rec, and then now I'm happy to say I'm officially employed at a bookstore. Actually for the Harry Potter Cursed Child Midnight book premiere, I guess. I actually went to this particular bookstore, and it was so much fun. I met so many other people that cosplayed and dressed up as Harry Potter characters, and it was just absolutely fabulous. I knew that I wanted to work at this bookstore. But yeah, other than that, I don't think my schedule at this bookstore, I almost said the name, I don't think my schedule at the bookstore should interfere too much with my art videos. I am pretty, I don't know what the word is, I'm very inspired, I guess, and I'm just really excited to actually start this channel. This is, you know, what I want to do with my life. I want to be a illustrator and hopefully get into concept art and design with animation studios and blah 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 blah, but I'm still in school for that, so right now it's just practice. So a lot of the pieces that I do are going to be both practice, but like I said, I am selling them on my online store, so it helps pay the bills if you guys want to go check that out. Yeah, but so yeah, I do, like I said, I have a link to my Etsy down below. I actually just recently revamped it. It used to have a whole bunch of different incohesive and very random stuff that I just needed to sell. Like, I had a couple cosplays that didn't fit and whatnot that I sold on my Etsy shop, and so once those sold, I revamped it to be strictly for, like, my art pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, so most pieces you see will be sold there, and then also, I live in Connecticut, and one of the cons we have here in Connecticut happens every July. It's called Conneticon, if you have heard of it or not. But so, I've been to Conneticon a couple times now, but it's always been my dream to be an artist in the Artist Alley, just because the energy and just everything about Artist Alley is where I see myself. So, the goal is, I have until next year to create enough merchandise to sell, but I am planning on getting a table in Artist Alley and hopefully meeting a bunch of you guys, meeting a bunch of people that just enjoy the same things I do, so I am very, very excited about that. But yeah, so that's next year's plans, so up until then, we're gonna keep working at it. But yeah, as for this channel, like I said, this video unfortunately was late because of just things happening in my life that, you know, with the new job and everything, but I do have videos already pre-planned that will be posted for the next couple weeks. I have a whole arsenal of videos ready to be posted and whatnot on every Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesdays, unlike this video actually, but most Wednesdays are going to be probably the tutorials and quick sketches, maybe lifetime chats, stuff like that, while my Sunday videos are going to be usually strictly made for bigger pieces, sort of like this one. Just really print-oriented, like, illustrations like that, so I have the whole week to do it, and yeah, that's my goal. But so, as you see here, I'm taking out my Prismacolors, and I end up going over most of the watercolor I just put down. I wasn't able to get the vibrancy I wanted with the watercolor, so I figured the colored pencils would sort of help out with that, so I went over the lines a bit. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what else to say about the process itself or anything. A little shameless self-promotion. I'm sorry for saying, but I have all my links down below. I have my Instagram, SabrinaLee.creations. I do post a whole bunch of updates and stuff there, and I have my DeviantArt account. Any digital paintings I do will definitely be on there, stuff like that. I have my Etsy shop, like I said, and blah, 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 blah. So lastly, I will have my Patreon, and yeah, help support if you can. So, as this ends, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so I hope to catch you then. So thank you all again, and I will see you later.